Yo, 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 yo. What it do, 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 everybody? It's the Homeboy Dynasty. Welcome to another episode of Dynasty I.A.M television. You're rocking with the Homeboy Dynasty, Dynasty I.A.M, Dynasty the Don. Like I said before, it's Dynasty I.A.M television. Okay? So today we're going to do a review to, as you see down here in this title over here, you know, hey, inmates who forgot there were cameras in prison. Now, Lord have mercy. What are we looking at right here? Some type of hot gangbang or orgy, or is this just what it is? But anyway. Alright, there we go. Okay, y'all. So, before we get into this video, y'all, thank you to everybody who's been engaging. Thank you to everyone who's continuously showing love and support to this platform. It's greatly appreciated, you know. So, to all the new people, please hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell to stay in tune and intact with everything that's going on from the Homeboy and, you know, Dynasty I.A.M, Dynasty I.A.M television. Thank you for being part of the Dynasty I.A.M television family, you know. So, as we get into this, yeah, crazy. You know, let's check out these inmates and some of their daring escapes.
Disturbing surveillance video uncovered recently of a white inmate stabbing 4 black inmates handcuffed to a table inside the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility.
Prison escapes, usual acts of rebellion.
That's wild, that's crazy.
And shocking missteps often unfold when inmates forget that surveillance cameras are everywhere. These cameras capture every move, leading to the capture of escapees and revealing disturbing misconduct. From daring jailbreaks to shocking interactions with corrections officers.
Jessica, captured on surveillance video in the jail, it's clear Damien Herrera had a plan. He knew how to dupe the guard into going into his cell, then went right for his weapon of choice.
The moments when prisoners forget about the watchful eyes of security can be both absurd and alarming.
The 97-pound Gonzalez is able to pull her hand through the cuff and quickly leave the holding area and escape outside.
In this list, we'll explore some of the most unbelievable incidents where inmates and officers make costly mistakes, unaware that they were
we're going through that introduction.
Cavalcante was not returned to the Chester County Jail, where he escaped with that spectacular crab walk.
Tyrone Edwards jailbreak, January 2023. On January 26, 2023, Tyrone Edwards, a kitchen worker at a county jail, seized an unexpected opportunity when a dock door was left ajar. At 6 a.m., surveillance cameras captured Edwards making a run for it, dashing out of the facility in a desperate bid for freedom. For approximately 20 minutes, he managed to evade authorities, covering a considerable distance before his freedom was short-lived. Law enforcement quickly apprehended him later that morning, bringing his escape to a halt. This incident raised serious concerns regarding security at the jail and highlighted vulnerabilities in the facility's procedures. In response, the jail implemented stricter protocols to prevent similar breakouts in the future. Though Edwards' escape was brief, it served as a reminder of the critical role surveillance cameras play in maintaining order within correctional facilities. His escape, however, was caught on tape, proving that in the world of modern surveillance, nothing goes unnoticed. The footage of his bold attempt underscored the importance of thorough monitoring and vigilance, prompting the facility to reassess its security measures and make improvements. Edwards' brief escape, though unsuccessful, exposed significant flaws that would prompt change to prevent any future incidents of this kind.
Okay.
Now, take a look at this shocking moment. These inmates must have...
So as we see, we're going to see a lot of, like, this whole video is based on escapes, regardless they're from jail, prison, or the penitentiary or whatever. They're all about escapes. So some of these places need to better their security or whatever, you know. Who's to know, you know? Ain't no telling who all we could see on this. Now this here, what's on the screen now is craziness. Like, why would a lady guard be laying out on the floor like that? And if this ain't a real video, then I can only imagine what this video or what this here is supposed to be implying or perpetrating. You know what I'm saying?
Completely forgotten about the camera. Their actions are beyond words. But is this really what it seems? Some claim this disturbing scene was captured in a U.S. detention center where prisoners indulge in their darkest desires. Others argue it could be nothing more than a staged movie.
If it's real, play the clip.
What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments.
That's exactly what I think. If it's real, play the clip. Let us see. Let us see. If this is real, play the clip. I mean, I understand the idea, the concept of what took place, what happened, and what transpired. So, play that. Play that. That's what we need to. I'm gonna see if I can actually find a video clip of this.
Hamilton County Justice Center escapes, June 2022. In June 2022, Hamilton County Justice Center became the backdrop for two daring escape attempts that highlighted serious lapses in jail security. On June 8, Melissa Cordell, during her booking process, noticed a half door that had been left unlocked. Seizing the opportunity, she mingled with a group of inmates being released and walked out of the facility unnoticed. Authorities recaptured her the following day. Just 12 days later, on June 20th, George Bridewell exploited another flaw. As a deputy called out names from the release list, Bridewell slipped into the group of inmates being processed for release, despite being told to return to his cell. His attempt was foiled shortly after, but the escapes raised significant concerns about the jail's security measures. These incidents led Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey to acknowledge the vulnerabilities within the facility, especially regarding oversight and security protocols. As a result, plans were put in place to install additional cameras and enhance monitoring to prevent future escapes. The event served as a wake-up call for the facility to reassess its security and ensure that such incidents would not happen again, pushing for stronger measures to control and oversee inmate movements.
Alright, so in them two Hamilton County videos, they just specifically just put it all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all.
Blaze Ayers failed escape attempt, February 2019. In February 2019, Blaze Ayers attempted a dramatic escape from Jackson County Jail in Indiana. As officers were escorting him back from the recreation area, he saw an opportunity to flee and crawled into the ceiling, hoping to escape through the jail's ventilation system. However, the structure was not built for such an attempt, and it soon gave way. Ayers crashed through the ceiling and fell into the booking area below, causing a commotion and
Okay, so imagine if you're a correctional officer and all of a sudden the ceiling just crash in on you. You see a person in a jumpsuit hanging. They finna fire your ass up. We already know what's finna go on. I can guarantee you, and y'all, I haven't seen this clip before, but they're about to fire him up. They gonna taser the fuck out of him. They finna tear him up.
Triggering an immediate response from the guards. Despite the chaos, Ayers was quickly tased and subdued. His failed escape attempt resulted in more than just a return to his cell. He faced new charges for attempted escape and criminal mischief. The incident demonstrated how even the most ambitious escape plans can unravel due to a simple mistake, such as misjudging the stability of the jail structure. Although Ayers thought he could break free, his plan was foiled by a flaw in the jail's design and his inability to anticipate the consequences. The episode also raised concerns about jail security and reinforced the idea that escape attempts often lead to more severe legal consequences. For Ayers, his bold but ultimately failed escape attempt added additional time to his sentence and served as a reminder of how dangerous and unpredictable such efforts can be. Michael Maldonado's garage door escape, March 2018. On March 26, 2018, Michael Maldonado pulled off a daring escape from Porter County Jail in Indiana. Handcuffed and barefoot, he managed to slip under a closing garage door, making a swift getaway that seemed almost cinematic.
Okay, so you mean to tell me you got two police officers standing right there, and this man just jumps out the car and, first of all, y'all are in a sally port. And for a person who don't know what a sally port is, that's basically like they say the garage function of where they take you in before you get inside the jail's intake area. The officers go there and they take the guns off and you know, put it in there like a little lock security box on the wall and shit. But clearly, there's two officers standing right there, look like they having a conversation. And this man, first of all, normally when they do this, you're not still in the police car. You're actually right close by them. And this man gets out of a car and strikes out running. Like, this don't even make sense to me. Why was the car though unlocked if y'all left him inside the car?
Security footage captured the entire escape, providing a clear view of his bold and risky move. Authorities later connected Maldonado's escape to a stolen car from a nearby dealership, which he likely used to flee the area. His freedom, however, was short-lived. The next day, the authorities tracked him down to a wooded area where he was apprehended.
So he was out for at least 24 hours.
Lasted only a few hours. It raised serious questions about the security measures in place at the facility. Maldonado's actions, while audacious, highlighted vulnerabilities in the jail's operations and triggered an immediate review of its protocols. His capture marked the end of his brief bid for freedom, but the incident remained a striking reminder of how an inmate, given the right opportunity, could make a daring escape, even under the watchful eyes of security cameras. Despite his brief stint of freedom, Maldonado was quickly returned to jail, where he faced additional charges for his escape. His bold attempt will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the most daring breakouts of that year. El Chapo's legendary escape, July 2015.
Okay, everybody know the legendary El Chapo.
One of the most notorious prison escapes in history took place on July 11th, 2015.
So this is probably a video we all have seen. The infamous leader
of the Sinaloa cartel managed to escape from Mexico's maximum security Altiplano prison. Using a tunnel that had been meticulously dug by his accomplices, Guzman managed to break free in what seemed like a scene straight out of a movie.
To say on El Chapo,
which stretched nearly a mile, was equipped with lighting, ventilation, and even a modified motorcycle.
Hey, but they took time.
The escape was a testament to the precision and resources at the disposal of Guzman.
One thing to say about El Chapo and his people, they took time, they plotted it, they planned it, they strategized it, and even, as you see, did some type of makeshift of a motorcycle that would have been on like a railroad track to get him up out of there in time. So we do know that about El Chapo. They did it all up under the ground, leading to up under his cell. So to me, it sounds like that's an inside job as it is for its fact, you know. To be able to dig a whole tunnel system, look at the lighting and everything above them. To be able to pinpoint directly up under the cell of who they wanted.
And his cartel. Once El Chapo emerged from the tunnel, he disappeared into the Mexican countryside, leaving authorities humiliated and scrambling to find him. For months he remained at large, eluding capture through a series of safe houses and underground networks. His eventual recapture in January 2016 following a violent shootout in Los Mochis, Mexico, marked the end
They
of his
wasn't playing with
months-long
him.
freedom. In 2017, Guzman was extradited to the United States, where he was sentenced to life imprisonment at ADX Florence, a high-security facility in Colorado known for housing the most dangerous criminals. El Chapo's legendary escape added yet another chapter to his criminal saga, and his capture solidified his status as one of the most infamous figures in modern history. Danilo Cavalcante's Prison Break, August 2023.
Yeah, so with El Chapo, you know, we heard all about El Chapo left and right back in that time frame. His people wasn't playing about him, period. That's one thing we can't deny, people. El Chapo people meant business. Now look at this man right here. If you was to stare straight at that there, stare straight at it. It looks like that guy there. And first of all, this looks like a sideways picture. But until you pay attention to the structure around it and see that the doorway and everything, you can tell that this is a breezeway type of situation. How the hell is he going up the wall like that? He's seriously going up the fucking wall. Is there something in his hand? No, I mean, you would have to have some type of structure to puncture into bricks to go up the wall like that. Let's see this.
On August 31st, 2023, Danilo Cavalcante, a convicted murderer serving a life sentence at Chester County Prison in Pennsylvania, executed a daring escape that shocked both the prison system and the local community. Cavalcante scaled the walls of the exercise yard, maneuvering past razor wire with impressive skill,
oh my God,
and made his
Spider-Man!
way to the roof. From there, he slipped through the prison security and fled into the surrounding area.
He went up the wall
Authorities
like
launched an
Spider-Man.
extensive manhunt using thermal imaging, drones, and K9 units in a desperate effort to track him down. The search lasted for 2 weeks, with police combing through the wooded areas and
They
local
walked
neighborhoods.
up the wall.
As the manhunt intensified, tensions in the community grew, with some residents reporting sightings of Cavalcante, and at one point, a homeowner even fired shots at him. Despite his attempts to avoid capture, Cavalcante's freedom was short-lived. On September 13th, he was apprehended, bringing an end to his 2-week run from the law.
Hey, your boy wanted out. Because I've seen a lot, but I've never seen an inmate walk up the wall like that. And he fit perfectly in there. He fit perfectly to be able to walk up the wall without having to stretch his body far apart. It's like that prison was designed for him and his body structure in that particular section. And then he got up there and still maneuvered some type of way around all the barbed wire. Go figure, man. I have to tip my hat to you, guy, whoever you are. Because when they locked you up, you said you wasn't going and you had been there serving a sentence and you really meant that you was not going.
His escape led to additional charges, including escape and related crimes, and
that was gonna happen with
15
them
to 30
additional
years
charges.
to his already lengthy life sentence.
Oh, he
The
was a
escape
lifer.
also forced Chester County Prison to upgrade its security measures, including increased surveillance and fortified fencing, to prevent future escapes of this nature. The Great Escape of Quantrell D. Schwartzlow, October 2019. In October 2019, an otherwise quiet interview room at the
Your
Rock
boy
County
in
Sheriff's
an
Office in
interrogation
Janesville,
room,
Wisconsin,
man. That's
became
more than
the
an
scene of
interview room.
Unexpected and bold
And he
escape.
whooped,
17-year-old Quantrell D. Schwartzlow had been arrested on suspicion of sexual assault and statutory charges. After being left
petty.
alone in the room for questioning,
You're petty.
Schwartzlow seized the opportunity when the detective stepped out for a moment. Surveillance footage shows the young man swiftly opening the blinds, pushing...
Yeah, he must be guilty. If you heard those charges, man, some people's guilt speak for itself. Like that there, guilt is guilt. You know what I'm saying? He leaped out that fucking window. He got to go. He wasn't going to jail. He looks fairly young anyway.
Out the window and leaping from a height of approximately 12 feet to the ground below.
That wasn't that high. He played the sound
Another
with
camera
it.
captures him running across the lawn,
gone.
disappearing into the distance as he made his daring getaway. By the time the detective returned just 14 minutes later, the room was empty,
Like, what the
and the
hell?
open window told the whole story. Schwartzlow's escape sparked a manhunt, but authorities quickly tracked him down, and he was apprehended not long after his flight. His escape only added to his mounting list of charges, including attempted escape, and he was eventually sentenced to 2 years in prison, with additional time for the audacious act of evading capture. While Schwartzlow's dash for freedom was both daring
So
and
was he
bold,
17?
it was also short-lived and guaranteed that he wouldn't be attempting any further escapes anytime soon.
Well,
Rustam Shakrudinov, Snake-Like
the
Escape,
fuck is
June
this?
2016. On June 18, 2016, Russian...
oh, no. No, 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 no. Fuck no. Fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. Okay. What the fuck are we looking at on this screen? I've been incarcerated. And something don't sit right with this picture. Something does not fucking sit right. Okay? People, analyze this while I have this footage paused. Why is the man hanging out of the food tray door that they give you while you're on lockdown? Or the door that they use even to take cuffs off of you when they bring you back into your cell, if you're violent or aggressive. Or when there's med call, they give you your medicine through these. And I mean these slots that we're talking about are probably about maybe this wide. About that wide. Exactly. Somewhere like, you know, maybe a little long. This is some bullshit. Fuck no. And this man's body is fitting out that motherfucker. I would have figured that the guards would find his ass dead from suffocation to the midsection of his body. Just like they said in the song when I was young, there's some things to make you say, And this is one of them. Either you've been starving yourself or some shit like that. Listen, this don't. Fuck no.
Inmate Rustam Shakrudinov made headlines around the world with an escape that seemed more like a stunt than a jailbreak. In an astonishing feat, Shakrudinov squeezed his body through a food hatch that was barely large enough to fit a loaf of bread. The narrow passage, designed to serve only as a way to pass food into cells, became the unlikely route to his brief moment of freedom.
I knew that had to
escape
hurt.
was captured by the prison's security cameras, which showed Shakrudinov contorting himself through the hatch in a way that earned him the nickname Snake Man from Russian media. His escape shocked both the public and authorities, demonstrating just how far
me, and we
inmate
seeing
would
this
go to
years
escape
later.
confinement. However, his moment of freedom was fleeting. Despite the seemingly impossible nature of his stunt, Shakrudinov's escape highlighted the vulnerabilities in prison security, but also the unrelenting gaze of surveillance. Within a short time, he was recaptured, his attempt serving as a reminder of the constant vigilance maintained by prison cameras. In the end, his escape proved...
Yeah, his escape proved that anything else possible. That's exactly what the fuck it proved. My ass would have died hanging in that motherfucker. I would have died. Lord have mercy. I'd have been one dead brother. Dead to the fucking dead. Y'all, look at this shit. Oh my God. I see why he said they considered him Snake Man. Yeah, Snake.
Proved that while inmates may devise clever plans, the cameras are always watching, ensuring that no one truly escapes the watchful eye of surveillance. Alonzo Perez's sealing escape, September 2016.
What is wrong with
2nd,
everybody in these prisons?
Alonzo Perez took his escape attempt to a new level of audacity. While handcuffed to a table during an interrogation, Perez didn't wait for an opportunity. He created one. Surveillance footage shows him twisting and contorting his body until the hinges on his handcuffs gave way, freeing one of his wrists. With one hand free, Perez climbed onto a chair and then into the ceiling, continuing his elaborate escape plan. Despite still wearing ankle chains and having a broken cuff on his wrist.
If y'all pay attention and look back at this footage, he had already had one hand behind him tapping the wall, I guess trying to fill a soft spot in the wall for the structure. And then he slants his head and he looks up. And once he does that, it's all game. That's when he noticed how he can get out of here. If they even show it again, pay attention, y'all.
Perez managed to drop down into a hallway, sprint through the building.
There you go. So, and it seems like, I don't know, have I seen this video somewhere else before? But,
and make it outside. Once outside, Perez didn't stop. He spotted an
it seems like everybody goes for the ceiling,
speeding off into the night. However, his brief taste of freedom was short-lived. A 4-day manhunt ensued as authorities scoured the area for him. Perez's escape efforts, while bold, ultimately proved futile when he was recaptured. He was later sentenced to life in prison for the 3 murders he had committed, and his daring...
Oh, fuck nah. So you mean tell me this man was locked up for 3 fucking murders? Yeah, I'd have got the fuck out of there too. I don't give a damn if I'd have had a beer out of that. I'd run through the fucking walls to get the fuck out. Either knock myself out one, you know. But this man had 3 murders.
Escape added another chapter to his lengthy criminal record. Perez's attempt, marked by determination and resourcefulness, showcased just how far some will go for freedom. But it also reminded authorities that even the most elaborate plans can eventually be thwarted.
There go my eyes. He looking up, y'all.
A deadly stabbing rampage in Ohio.
The fuck is this?
In June 2017, a seemingly harmless game of cards at the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility in Lucasville escalated into a brutal and shocking attack. Inmate Greg Reinke, who was already...
Okay. I think this is where we finna start. Okay, y'all. I guess we'll do this one last one. So this video is showing us an inmate attacking, what is that, like 4 black guys or something?
Serving a life sentence for murder, managed to slip out of his handcuffs and launched an unexpected assault on 4 fellow inmates.
Man, your boy bleeding over there, look!
The violence was over in mere minutes, with the victims left.
Okay, so these guys sitting at this fucking table is all shackled and cuffed together. This other inmate don't have on no cuffs, but has a fat ass shank. And you're stabbing everybody at the table. Nah, it's more to it than meets the eye on this. Something tells me that the guards was in on this. This is the complete setup. Those guys are going left and right around that table, shackled to each other, fighting for their life.
Helpless, unable to defend themselves. What made the incident even more disturbing was the complete failure of the prison officers to intervene. According to a federal lawsuit filed by the victims, the officers stood by, watching the attack unfold from behind a locked door. Disturbingly, some of them even laughed while the inmates were being attacked.
Like I said,
after a considerable delay did the officers finally respond, but by then they had failed to provide immediate first aid, allowing the victims to lie bleeding on the floor. Reinke's violent outburst resulted in an additional 86 years added to his life sentence. Meanwhile, the victims, Shicky Pugh and Maurice...
See, like I said, the guards be in on some bullshit. And I think everybody who's been incarcerated or who knows the system or knows how the system works from the inside looking out, I think you all would agree with me what this looks like.
Lee continue to seek justice for the assault and the prison's neglect. Their lawsuit accuses the facility of constitutional violations and negligence, claiming that the prison's inaction and failure to provide proper care only compounded the trauma they endured. Amber Gonzalez's...
Alright, Amber Gonzalez. Anyway, y'all, this gonna conclude this episode of Dynasty I.A.M. television. You know, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in with me. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I do greatly appreciate each and every last one of you. Thank you all for being a part of the Dynasty I.A.M. television family, the platform. Hey, keep rocking with me, you know, with these reaction videos. Please, if you haven't did so, go watch all the other previous videos and the content that, you know, from Dynasty I.A.M. television. I do greatly appreciate it. To everybody who's new, if this is your first time seeing a video from me, please go check out all the other content that I do have, please. Hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell to stay in tune and attack with everything coming from the homeboy Dynasty. Dynasty I.A.M. is Dynasty I.A.M. television. You know what I'm saying? Much love to y'all. Much love. And if you're feeling generous, share it to your social media platforms and tell your people to come check it out. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? Much love always. I'm the homeboy Dynasty. Till the next time, I'm out.